Hey guys, what is going on? Payton here once again, and welcome back to my Manchester United career on FIFA 14. And starting things off, I had to renew some contracts, especially the youngsters Adnan Januzaj's. He wanted an improved wage, and you know, I was only happy to give it him, really. He was going to receive 10 grand per week, with a year extension on his contract that he already had, and his squad role switched to important first team player. It's only fair enough. Every game that I've played him, or every game that he's come on as a substitute, he's earned it. He has earned this contract, and so I'm just hoping now, because he started on the bench for this game against Sunderland, I was just hoping that when I do bring him on, maybe he gets a goal, and that just entice him to accept the contract and stay at Old Trafford. But this next fixture, as you know, is against Sunderland. There is my starting 11, sticking with that 4-2-3-1 formation. It's working out for me at the moment. I know I did mention that I wanted to change formations and switch it up a bit and just mix things up. But I've got to say, the form this United side are in at the moment, I don't think there's any need to. I mean, it all comes down to, if it ain't broke, then don't fix it. And take a look at that as well. Stoke went 1-0 up against Chelsea away from home as Valencia struck the ball just on the outside of the box. And magically, the ball curled around the goalkeeper, hit in the bottom corner of that net. And what a great goal. I really enjoyed that one from Valencia. And that's what Valencia is all about. He's all about grasping those opportunities and taking them in his stride. That's what he did. He opened up the scoring for United. And you will notice in some of the highlights in this game that Josie Altidore was proven to be a bit of a nuisance for my back four. I mean, he had that first shot on goal with his left foot. For a second, I thought it was going to float into the top corner. De Gea wasn't going to even go for it. And also, he had that moment there as well, but we just got to the ball in time. Ashley Young, using his dribbling skills there, failed big time as he was closed down by 2 or 3 players. Rooney had a great chance here. I just went for it. I thought maybe it would have hit the post. No, it went wide for a goal kick, and it was still 1-0 in this game. Perfect opportunity here for Rooney. And what do? I hit it on his left foot, and the goalkeeper gets a hand to it. Nothing came of the corner, obviously, otherwise you'd be seeing the highlights. And Vidal picks out Ashley Young, through on goal, 1-on-1. And it goes way over into the stands. And in the second half, before we kick off the second half, I take off Van Persie, hadn't been putting in that much of a good performance, and bring on my new signing from the summer, Mandzukic. Rooney, great shot in the second half, but it just goes over again into the Stretford end. We wasn't having the best of days in front of goal as the scoreline remained 1-0. There was some great attacking movement from this United side, don't get me wrong, I was really enjoying this game. Kagawa had the corner, picked out the header, Mandzukic perfectly, goalkeeper got a hand to it, wasn't enough to put it behind for another corner. And look who was there to make it 2-0 to United, the one and only Januzaj. I'm sure now after grabbing that goal for United, that'll just entice him into signing that new contract. And there we have it, full-time score, 2-0 at Old Trafford, and another 3 points added to the league table. We're still unbeaten in the Premier League this season. Phil Jones was another player that I had to offer a new contract to. It was going to be worth 70 grand a week for 2 years, and he was an important first team player. And there we have it, Januzaj has signed my new contract with brilliant news. And take a look at this, Nani has been reported to be homesick. Yes, I have that storyline once again. If you guys remember back to my FIFA 13 career mode with United, you'll know that De Gea became homesick at United and he forced himself a transfer and moved to Spain. I think it was Real Madrid now. It's been a while, but take a look at this. After that contract offer for Phil Jones, he did reject it the first time around, so it's back to the drawing board. I offered him 80 grand per week with a 1-year extension, and his squad role set to important first team players. Surely he would accept that now. Our next fixture sees United play against Wigan away. There is the league table. Arsenal find themselves top, but United have a game in hand, which is this one that you're going to be seeing now against Wigan. Can we pick up another 3 points, and can United continue their unbeaten run in the Premier League? As we all should know by now, Wigan are an unpredictable side. If they can see an opportunity to knock a big team off their perch, they're going to take it. So I had to be careful with the team that I picked and how I played, obviously. that was my starting 11 for this game. You will see that Hernandez slipped in behind Mandzukic at front. Phil Jones did start this one. Again, same scenario as it was with Januzaj. I want to entice him into signing that new contract at United. Holt for Wigan almost opened up the scoring with a header against the post. Rio Ferdinand a bit later on, risking an attack there from Wigan. I mean, Holt was putting him under pressure, twisting and turning, and eventually went out for a goal kick, fortunately for United, and the danger was gone. Nani had a cracking shot just outside the box, hammered against the post, and Mandzukic was there to tap that one in past the goalkeeper, making it 1-0 to United in the 30th minute. United were now in the driver's seat to maybe go and get another goal or two, keep up the good performance, and just finish off Wigan and pick up those 3 points. I know it may sound a bit weird, but it seemed as though whilst playing this game that Wigan had been studying the way my United side had been playing at the start of this game. Maloney crossing in a dangerous ball, looking for Holt. De Gea was there, but Rio Ferdinand came in to knock that one away. Holt looking dangerous once again. He wanted to get on this score sheet. He was adamant that he wanted to do that and grab a goal for his side, but he just came up short and it went wide. But in the second half, McManaman grabbed Wigan a goal, grabbed them the equaliser, making it 1-1 in this game. De Gea unfortunate not to save that as it went under his arms and into the back of the net for Wigan. And take a look at Hernandez with all the pace in the world. What a sensational player running down that wing. He drawed the ball into the box. There was a bit of shirt tugging going on there, but Hernandez kept up his strength, crossed that one in and picked out the head of Mandzukic. He headed that one across the front of goal, went in off the post, and he got his second goal of the game. United were now 2-1 up against Wigan. Could we hold on to this and walk away from Wigan with our unbeaten run still intact? It was a nice bit of play from my United side. Valencia picks out Mandzukic, went for the shot. Goalkeeper got a hand to it. It was a corner for United. Rooney stepped up to take it, swings that one in. Nice bit of curl on that. And dear, oh dear, Mandzukic. Taxi for Mandzukic. He could have had his hat-trick in this game against Wigan, but he decided to let that one go out for a corner. But at the end of the day, we picked up the 3 points. So unfortunate, just thinking about that. You could go back and look at it again and just think, wow, how did I miss that? But as you just saw as well, Phil Jones did accept my new contract, which is awesome news. We move on to our next fixture, and this was to be played against Schalke in the Champions League, Old Trafford. I didn't start Phil Jones for this one after he signed his new contract. Bit harsh, I know. But Raphael returned to the squad with Smalling and Garay in the back four as well, instead of Rio after his dodgy performance against Wigan. And also Robin van Persie slips in just behind Wayne Rooney for this one. Rooney's started every game, hasn't he, so far in the season, I think. Actually, no, he didn't start the one against Wigan, obviously. But it seems as though he has. His presence just seems as though it's been on that pitch for every single game this season. But I knew it was going to be a tough test against Schalke, whether it's home or away. They are a pretty decent side. They have the likes of Timmy Krul between the sticks, who they signed from Newcastle. They've got Boateng up front. They've got Huntelaar as well up front. They've got Uchida, Abazi. They've got Barnetta as well. Decent midfield. I even thought about signing him for United in my FIFA 13 career mode. He was on my shortlist, but never got round to actually signing him up. So after that chance from Van Persie, the ball went out for a corner. Young took the corner, picked out the head of Garay, and he grabbed his debut goal for Manchester United. What better way to score it but in front of the fans at Old Trafford. Awesome stuff. But a bit later on in this game, just look at the way Schalke move on and off the ball. Wonderful stuff, as my United side literally left the back door open for Schalke to attack. But fortunate for my side, the game still stood at 1-0. Nothing came of it. Matip, though, found Abazi, who ran that ball down the right wing. Everyone was in pursuit. I was trying my best to switch to Young, who just stood there looking at the ball. I was so annoyed because it cost us a goal. Schalke were now level on terms with United once again in this game in the 35th minute. That was just so annoying. I don't know whether any of you guys have come across that yet, where you're trying to change over, to switch to another player, but it just doesn't happen. It like glitches out. You get stuck on one player. So annoying, and it cost me that goal. Well, what you gonna do? But in the second half, the game still stood at 1-1. And this is where lack of stamina lets down Januzaj. Perfect opportunity there to really run that one into the box, beat all the back four, and maybe even get a second goal. I think if Valencia was playing there, he would have done that. He would have took that opportunity without a doubt. And who knows, maybe we could have made it 2-1. But there was still time left on the clock for United to try and get a winner. Raphael swinging that one in, finding the head of Rooney, but it was just too weak of a header to put that one past the likes of Timmy Krul. The final whistle was just about to be blown for Laney, giving that one to Rooney with a last-ditched attempt for United. Struck the ball way outside the box, and of course Krul saved that one. The full-time score was 1-1, and we pick up just a point in the group stage. That's a good result for Schalke, but not for my United side, as I wanted those 3 points. And finally, guys, to finish up on a sad note, Nani came to me after that game against Schalke and said that he does enjoy playing at United, and he confirmed that he is indeed homesick. This is not good news, because we all know what really comes of this storyline with the player leaving the club. Most of the time anyway. I mean, that's what happened with De Gea, as I mentioned earlier in my FIFA 13 career mode, if you guys remember that. And so De Gea went off to the likes of, I think it was Real Madrid, and I could see that happening with Nani. I mean, he's probably going to be leaving in the January transfer window now. He'll probably push for that, and I'm sure the board will want it as well, because they don't want an unhappy player at the club. And if that's going to be the case, then Nani's out there. What do you guys think? Should Nani leave Manchester United because he is homesick? Do you think he will stay on as a United player? Do you think he'll battle through this spout of depression, this homesickness that he has at the moment? To be honest, I don't know what to think about this scenario with Nani. I have this feeling that it will end like it did with De Gea. He will leave the club. I have that feeling, whether it's in the January transfer window or at the end of the season. Obviously, at the end of the season would be more ideal for Man United instead of leaving in January, but we'll just have to see what happens. Anyway, guys, that is the end of this video, unfortunately, but I do hope that you've all enjoyed. If you haven't done already, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button as well whilst you're at it. And also, you can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. The links can be found in the description below, and I'll see you all in the next one.